Hi everybody, welcome to the Aion 5.3 preview live stream where we're going to talk about Aion 5.3 update that is dropping next week on Wednesday, March 8th. I am your host and community manager, Linda, and this is my partner,
Mike Schreffler. I'm the associate producer.
Well, it's great to be here, Mike, and it's great to start talking about Aion 5.3. We've already started a bunch of previews on our website, but now we'll be able to kind of give you a slightly hands-on feel on what's going on with this update. Keep in mind, everything we're doing here on the server is on our internal QA server, so you may see some things that may look a little weird, some things that are not quite live yet, or just some additional stuff that may need some tweaking. We got a week. We still got time. We got time.
Yeah. Mostly it'll just be like, if there is something wrong, it'll be a tiny bit of polish, maybe a piece of text. Most of it's pretty much set and dry at this point.
Awesome. So right before we jump into our exciting new content, quick update. Chromie's Revenge event is still ongoing. You got one more week to run that event instance for prizes, and you can run that instance every day for free per character until Wednesday next week. So, Dredgian Defense, kind of this brand new, like brand spanking new in every single way possible instance.
Yes, it is a very different instance from anything that we've ever had in Aion before. It is a 384-man, and no, I did not misread that or mistype that. It's 384-man instance, and it happens once a week. And there are actually two Dredge and Defense instances. One is in Sanctum, only for Elios, and one is in Pandemonium, only for Asmodeans. And this is a special instance. It runs once a week on Sunday at 7 p.m. And basically one copy of the instance is created. All the characters, all the Archdeva characters on the server can get into it, and you are going to be defending your capital city. Now, the backstory behind this is kind of a continuation from where we left off in 5.0 and 5.1. Ereshkigal is sleeping in the abyss, and...
What? Reenacting.
All right. Ereshkigal is sleeping in the abyss, and when the Tower of Eternity was reawakened, the etheric field around Atreya started to weaken, and somehow she has detected this, and fleets of Ereshkigal's dredgeons have gone en route to the capital cities. So this is an invasion that's never really happened in the history of Atreya before, because there was always that etheric field to keep people safe, and now that it's weakened, the Balar are able to attack directly.
Ereshkigal. I'm excited,
Soon.
Thanks. It is coming soon, which is actually coming next week.
Yes.
Thanks, Mike. Thanks.
Well, the Dredge and Defense. Ereshkigal's later.
Well, right. We've been talking about her for the last, few updates, and maybe soon we'll see her at some point. Just saying. So one of the next things that we are experiencing in this content update.
Actually, there were a few other things with the Dredge and Defense that I wanted to go over.
Oh, right. Sorry.
Just generally how the flow goes, so that everyone, you can prepare a little bit. When you get into the instance after about 5 minutes, you'll start seeing objectives spawn up. So you have the first 5 minutes to get yourself organized into whatever groups you need to be in, and then every 5 to 10 minutes after that, you're going to see objectives start to spawn. Some of the objectives will be bosses. Sometimes waves of monsters will attack defense points, and you're going to have to react really quickly because it's a difficult instance to pass. I think Korea didn't see, very large successes with this for quite a while. Ours is going to be tuned a little bit differently, but you should be planning on having at least 50 level 70s in order to have any hope of succeeding at this thing.
Right. It's still a difficult instance to be successful with. And, when it says, over 384 people, about 384 people who can join, I think that says a lot, too.
Yeah. Especially if 384 people still can't beat it.
Yeah.
but
we have faith in you guys.
Yeah, and at 30 minutes you'll fight the final boss, at which point you'll get your ranking. And then after that you have the opportunity to infiltrate and destroy a dredgeon, and if you succeed at that, you're going to get bonus prizes beyond what you would normally get. And it's a cooperative instance, just like all of our other ranked instances like this, where you're going to get a rank based on everybody's effort. So you have to work together in order to get this.
Right. And what are some of those exciting rewards?
Yeah, so we can switch over to my screen here. I'm actually wearing an armor set from it right now. I think I'm missing the shoes though. No, I got them right here. So
Perfect.
you get the Frigida Legion gear, and the Frigida Legion is Ereshkigal's legion that is attacking these these cities. And I've got the chain set here because I'm in Aethertech, and here's what the bastion looks like. It's got this kind of cool icy look to it. And these are actually the final form of these. It's actually the final form of these armors, because when you get it, it's going to be a level 80 eternal armor, and then you purify that into mythic, and then you can actually purify it a second time into this form, so into the sophisticated Frigida Legion equipment. There's not really much of a cosmetic change between those sets, slight color shift. But
it's very light. It's like a light purple, like
it goes from
purplish
kind of
silver to like more of a blue,
to kind of a deep blue
So
at
Michael,
the highest rank. Yeah,
Michael, we got a question from Cheesecake about your character name that
Hi,
you've decided here.
You should have named it Cheesecake. That's what you should have done.
Is this a question, or am I being asked to defend myself on stream?
Possibly.
Yeah, Mike.
Those who don't know me very well, I can be a little bit trolly.
I think we kind of have to be in general. I think every day me and Mike literally just troll each other in some way, some form, light insults here and there.
It's an office prank. Let's call it an office prank.
It's a good time. So I think me and Mike have a very good relationship. We hang out
I'd
at
also
the
like
office.
to mention that his name was Dang It Brian.
It was Dang
it was Dang It Brian before that. He's our QA lead. I don't know if he's watching also. He might be.
Hi, Brian,
Hi,
if you're
Brian.
watching. Or hi, other Brians, if you're out there. I was going to say, since you said this is not even your final form, or this is the final form, I told myself don't make any DBZ jokes, and you just had to go ahead and do that. So, thank you.
All right. You're welcome.
Thanks, Mike. So I guess I got a little ahead of myself earlier because I really want to jump into this part, which is the Arena of Tenacity, which it's another arena that we're adding into our game, hence the name of the arena. And it's a 32 ladder tournament style arena. And what makes this sorry, I looked over my screen and all of a sudden I just see Dang and Linda. What makes this arena really interesting is that both factions get to join in and get to queue into this arena and battle each other for to win the top prize, first place of that ladder or that tournament. So I'm gonna go ahead and teleport to the waiting room of the arena. It's just, there's only a couple of us on the server, so we're not gonna be able to really have a match, but you can see this is some of the text issue. It will be called the Arena of Tenacity. And I'm currently looking at the lobby. It is neutral zone. We haven't seen those in a while. Sorry guys, no lobby PvP. And in this room you can you can change your gear, change your stigma, speak to your warehouse manager, any adjustments you need to make during your battles and after your matches, should you continue on. It's single elimination, so once you lose, you are completely kicked out of this arena. Oops, I'm still preparing. So once the little timer goes off, we'll be able to see the ladder system and how it works. You can see my name into it. See my name, just my name though, because I'm the only one in this current make of the arena. So how it works is when you are matched up against another player, you have to be the first to reach 2 points.
Yep.
And each round is timed, and if you... Oh, that's perfect. It popped up. It popped up on its own. And sorry, each round is timed, so if you don't complete that time, that is based on... You go into overtime, right?
Yeah.
And if you're still undetermined in your overtime match, like both of you have 1 point, then it goes by the most damage dealt versus HP.
Yeah. The matches themselves are, as you mentioned, it's, first to 2 points, it's best of 3 basically. Mm-hmm. The final match itself is best of 5, so you're trying to get to 3 points. And, defeat your opponent to get a point. If you don't do that before the time runs out, sudden death, you got a 2-minute sudden death, and then damage.
Yeah. So you can see here on my screen it says competition points. When we launch Aion 5.3 next week, everybody will have 0 competition points. And the points will change as you progress through the arena each week of the season. There are 9 weeks in a season with 1 week break in between.
Yep. And early on, the pack will be kind of close to each other. Mm-hmm. A lot of people will have duplicate scores, but as the season progresses, you're going to see those spread out more and more and more.
Right.
And at the end, the way the point system is set up is that it's going to be virtually impossible for there to be any kind of tie among the top ranks where people are actually gaining prizes for it.
Cool.
So,
what kind of prizes can we expect to get here?
yeah, well, you're going to get the brand new Spindle Medal, which we'll talk about in a bit. You're going to get AP and GP, and you're also going to be getting Kina out of this as well. And the prizes for the season are basically the same, but there's going to be even more of it. It's going to be quite a lot for a season.
Right. And good stuff. You know, number one, bragging rights, all that good stuff. At the end of the season, of course.
Yep.
So speaking of Spindle Medals, we have the Siege Overhaul, which is another it's a big deal.
Yeah. So sieges are undergoing a pretty large change in 5.3, and there are maybe 3 or 4 really big changes, but the biggest one that I think is most impactful is that we're actually eliminating defense from the sieges. So what this means is that if the Ilios or Asmodeans are in charge of a fort when it goes vulnerable, it's going to be taken over by Balar shortly before the siege begins. So both Ilios and Asmodean are attacking at the same time. And that was done mostly because the development team in Korea was having a really hard time balancing offense and defense, and everywhere people were, if they were on defense or offense, they would be waiting it out until the timer ran out, and then they would wait until both sides are on offense again. So they made it this way in order to better address that balance issue. And so that's the first major change. The second major change is we're introducing a new group type called a coalition. Now, if you thought Dredge and Defense was pretty big, coalition is even bigger. You can get up to 576 players into a single coalition. That's 24 alliances.
That's a lot of alliances.
Yeah. And if you want to participate in the siege, you're going to have to join this coalition. Because at the end of the day, when the siege is over and the rewards are being handed out, only members of a coalition can actually gain those rewards. Within the coalition, you're going to be arranged into alliances. You can move around between alliances, and you can also, put players in other alliances if you need, in order to coordinate. And the leaders of these alliances, which will be determined by your rank, are going to receive special skills, which I've got right here on my skill bar. There's one that summons a very powerful Kisk that you can bind up to 576 group members to.
Your entire coalition, basically.
Yeah, your entire coalition. You have a command which will increase all of your speeds, one for increasing HP and PvP damage, one which gives you a 100% chance to deal bonus damage against Balar, and one which is a massive AoE heal that also gives a barrier and reduces damage. So these are very powerful skills, and they actually rank up based on the arena rank of the player who has them. So commander or governor are going to have the top ranks of all the skills, whereas great generals, it'll start going down from there. And so, the amount of the heal will change based on that. But all the commanders should still get those 5 skills.
Now, you said arena rank. You mean abyss ranks, right?
That's what I meant. Yes,
Yeah.
Abyss
Okay.
rank.
No worries. Just want to be clear.
Talking about the arena of tenacity and all that.
Yeah. It's like, all good. All good.
Words are hard.
That's pretty exciting. And we talked about with coalition. A single player doesn't have to start the coalition. It's a pop-up, right? It's a pop.
It's a pop-up.
Yeah.
Once the fort's about to go vulnerable, you'll get a pop-up that says, do you want to join the coalition? You need to get at least 24 players in order for it to be successfully created. If not, you're basically just giving the fort away to the other faction.
Yeah. I don't want to do that.
Yeah, so make sure that you're around the fort when it's about to go vulnerable, and you'll get that pop, and you can join the coalition.
I'm gonna pull up the map of the Abyss over here, Maggie.
Yeah, there's some changes in the Abyss also.
Oh, well, yeah. sorry. I mostly wanted to ask you, if I hover over the fortress, it says, the Protector Spirit appeared. This is 2 remaining Ilios occupation, 2 remaining Asmodean occupation.
Yeah. So it doesn't have to be 2 in a row. These are the large PvE mobs which were introduced, I believe, in 4.9. And they're going to be operating a little differently because they are changing up the siege system. But basically, in this case, every other occupation by the same race, so if I'm Asmodean and you're Ilios, I occupy it, you occupy it. When I occupy it next, that's when that Protector Spirit's going to spawn, and I have an opportunity to kill that guy. And if I do, then I get a ton of landing points and also some special treasure.
And you mentioned abyss changes. What are those abyss changes?
Yeah,
really quickly.
Okay, so you can see on the map on Linda's we have wind streams in the abyss now. We also have the overall map itself has been made a bit smaller, so it's going to take you less time to get from one side to the other. And also the landing rewards themselves are finally being updated for Archdevas, so you'll begin to see, portals to Archdeva instances, bonus entries for those instances, and more Archdeva support from the landings themselves.
That's really nice.
Yep.
Nice and easy. Not easy, nice and convenient.
Yes.
There you go. Very different words. Very different. So, with the Arena of Tenacity and now some of the siege changes, we'll be getting new medals in these PvP content.
Yep.
And we can spend these new medals in the Hall of Fame, Walk of Fame for Ilios, to buy the new Prime Archon for Asmos, and what is it for Ilios again?
Prime Guardian.
Prime Guardian. Oh, that's the same thing. I just can't forget it.
That's okay.
No weird movie references here. I'm actually already wearing one of the Prime Guardian sets. This is my character's.
Archon. Are you an Asmodian?
Sorry, Prime Archon.
Okay.
I'm gonna blame you for all of this.
Oh.
Because reasons. I'm already wearing the Prime Archon gear. Thank you, Maggie. And this is the song. I'm sorry, we'll switch over to Mike really quickly. It's the Song Weaver set. And it's pretty cute. Pretty cute. I got some really nice stuff. Let me show you something else really quickly, guys. She gonna do it? Nope, she's not gonna do it. Give me 1 second. What? Sorry. Just show off. I'll talk more about this in a second. I just want to show off these pair of wings that goes along with my costume. Let's go ahead.
Are created by one of our community members.
Well, we'll get to that. We'll
Okay.
get to that. I'm going to go ahead and let Mike show you.
Linda's being a tease.
I am being a little bit of a tease. So in the
right now.
meantime, I'm just going to be like, I'm looking real good, guys.
Yeah, so I'm over here by the merchants for these guys. They're located, near the current Hall of Fame merchants. They're just off in the corner, and you can tell that they're wearing the new Abyss gear themselves.
Get off your bastion, jeez.
No. So this is the new bastion. It's really cool.
It is really cool.
I like all the bastions.
You do. Mike's a big Aethertech fan.
So we got a whole bunch of different sets. There's a level 70 set and a level 75 set. As you can see, the level 75 is quite a lot more expensive.
Yes.
A
lot.
And it can be, the level 70 set can actually be purified into that level 75 set, so you have progression there. Also, you'll notice that on each of these, it has a skill boost, but it's not a random skill boost, and that would be, pretty rough because you're spending all this AP and metals on these weapons, but you get a skill boost that you don't actually want. You could always use the skill boost reassignment scroll in order to get a different one. But each of these weapons is going to have, and also each piece of armor is going to have its own static skill boost.
Right. You don't have to worry about logging out, logging in, praying to the RNG gods to get a good skill boost. It's all the same, so you don't have to worry. It's not another factor you have to worry about.
Yeah.
And these armors are tradable when you purchase them.
So are the medals.
Oh, and the medals are tradable. Those are too. Show us.
That was actually a
show us
question
the
in the
medals
chat.
really quick, Mike. I know you got some
Yeah.
of those medals in your inventory.
Yeah, so I've got a couple here, and we have spinel metals, and you can convert ceramiums into spinel just like the previous metals, like moving from mithril to ceramium. You take it to an NPC, and there is an RNG chance there. It's different, however, when it comes to fragmented spinel, and fragmented spinel works a lot more like enchantment stone powder. So if I were to take this fragmented spinel, I've got 3,510, and I'm just going to combine one, and it's going to cost me 1,000 fragments, and that's a really fast combination there.
Oh, yeah, every single time. We're like, whoa, it's so quick.
That was
you don't
fast,
even see it.
not even channeling.
Yeah.
And it's going to come up with the spinel metal for us.
Yeah, you can spend your spindle metals at these equipment merchants. And like I said earlier, the equipment is tradable once you purchase it. It's only available for Archdeva, and because it is Archdeva gear, it does have a chance to explode if you fail to enchant it.
Yeah.
And it will become untradeable if you soul bind it. With all of these tradable, it definitely opens up the equipment set to be achievable, gainable for all the players who typically may find this a little more difficult.
Yeah, and if you don't want to participate in PvP and you don't need a PvP set for whatever reason, I don't know why you would ever want that, but
you should always have a PvP set. I have a PvP
or maybe
set.
maybe you've got your PvP set already. It's all
Right.
maxed out, and you're getting all these spinel medals that you have no use for. You can sell them to
Yeah.
other players, or you can transfer them to your alts.
Yeah.
They're not bound to that character.
Woohoo.
That's a really cool
That's
upgrade, I think.
really nice, and hopefully all our other medals will travel that way.
Maybe in the future.
Maybe in the future, guys.
NDA, I can't say anything.
No, we can't. We're not going to talk about it. We're talking about Aion 5.3. We're not talking about anything else except. Sorry, I said 5.3.
Oh,
I didn't
sorry.
say anything else. We're only talking about Aion 5.3
It's your
here.
accent.
What?
Nothing.
Did you just? It's fine. It's fine. So, with the gear sets, the new Abyss gear set, you do need AP, you do need spindle medals, and there are GP changes coming in this update.
Yep.
It's working a little differently than what we're used to.
Yeah. So before, as everyone knows, when you have your GP, you have that daily downgrade.
Right.
You lose a couple every day, and
Sorry. You lose a couple, or you lose a couple of hundred every day.
Yeah, you
or
lose a few hundred
every day.
every
depending
day.
on your rank. Anyways,
Yep.
go on.
And also, if you are gone for a month or so, then you fall off the rankings. But currently, if you gain even 1 GP, you get back on those rankings really quick and easily. Not so anymore. In the new patch, what they've done is GP is no longer going to decay, so you're not going to lose that few hundred every day. And also, instead of being able to get back on the ranks with just a few GP a month, you're actually going to be forced to participate in content because you need to get between 1,500 and 2,500 GP just to stay on your rank.
Right.
And you need to get that within a 4-week period. So you need to be going to forts, sieges, at least a couple sieges a week probably.
The arenas, yeah.
Yeah, do your arenas.
PvP quests, however you get your GP.
Right, because otherwise it'll drop you down to soldier rank, whatever you are by your AP.
9, I'm just kidding.
I mean, technically you could.
You
If you
could,
have
yeah,
0
I
GP
mean,
and a bunch of G... I'm sorry, if you have a bunch of GP and 0 AP,
Yeah. You could be ranked
could
9.
potentially be somewhere
Yeah.
below rank 1. I don't know of anyone like that.
Well, I'm just saying, no. I'm rank 1, guys. Just FYI. I mean, that's really good because of people who want to have their rank, they should be sieging.
Yeah.
Or at least trying to siege to maintain their rank. It's important. It's an important aspect in Aion, and that's kind of what makes this game very interesting. The whole sieging aspect of it. I don't feel like any other game really does it the same way Aion does. I love Aion. Yeah. We love Aion. Yay!
There is a question here from Deso Slave asking, which is a funny name. Can you duel on Hall of Fame?
Can you duel in the...
I'm assuming you're asking for the Arena of Tenacity.
Yeah, he's saying people want a global zone to do that kind of thing in, so.
I don't know if you can actually duel in there. I can ask QA if it's a neutral zone.
It's a neutral zone, right?
If you could still duel in the old neutral zones like Kamar,
I would think so, yeah.
Because it should work by the same mechanics.
Right.
Is my
Yeah,
best guess.
it's just a neutral zone.
That's a very good question, and I'm interested in following up on that.
Yeah, you just can't go open PvP lulz kind of thing. But that is a really good question. I suspect, if it's working just like how it was in the neutral zones before, you should be able to duel.
Brian, if you're in chat,
Brian, please help us out. But that's a very good question, and we can look into getting the proper answer for that. But I suspect you would be able to if it's just like any other neutral zone. Cool. That was a good question. Thanks, guys. Good one. I'm going to go over Essence Core. Essence Core is this new system we're adding in game that allows you to, what's that magic word? Oh, increase your essence points. So you can see the magic profile tab of a bazillion more.
We have a new tab.
We have a new tab. I don't have any Essence Core equipped at the moment. For Essence Core, you can craft a Essence Core through Aether Forging. Mike's going to pull up Aether Forging on his screen to show you. It's going to be level. You're going to need level 60 Aether Forging to craft an Essence Core.
Is it?
Is it? That's it.
Oh, what's the Essence Core solution? It should just be Essence Core solution.
No, you make Essence Core.
Right.
Oh, right.
There's a text bug in the tooltip.
Oh, okay. So
we'll take
we're
care of
finding
it.
little things as we
Polishing.
review with you guys. So with Essence Core, you can enchant it up to level 10 using Essence Core Solution or Omega Enchantment Stone. With the Omega Enchantment Stones, give a better success rate. Now, if you fail to enchant an Essence Core, it will go boom.
Yep.
Yeah.
Rest in peace.
Best way to describe it. So if you get at least one Essence Core, it gives you +1 Essence point. Essence point. There you go. And not points because it's 1, right? Plural, whatever language. And we're gonna go ahead and give a little enchantment here. Woohoo!
Congrats.
Easy. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So now we get +2, or is it +3? +2 Essence points to use. So I'm gonna go ahead and take it off there. I already have
People
3
want
plus
people
10s.
want to see you do a +10.
Ooh. All right, well, I'm going to keep going.
Yeah, do
And
it. Do
we'll see what happens. All right, guys? All right.
Watch.
I'm going to use Omega Stones
All
because, like I
hail
said, those
RNGs.
give the best enchant rates. Well, it's 2, so maybe I'll cross my fingers at 3.
Watch. Boom. Watch.
Don't.
Aww.
You know what? It needs a proc.
Okay.
But I know it's not going to proc because I don't think it procs
Do
here.
we have a bookie in the audience?
Is it proc? Let's take bets,
Are we
guys.
betting now? Don't do that. It's against the law.
Oh, sorry. I didn't say that.
Don't tell the eagle. Katie, I hope you're not watching.
Aw.
Oh, thanks. It broke.
What'd you get to 3?
I went to 3.
Yesterday you did get to like 5, I think, right? It was crazy.
This one's 4.
Yeah.
This is the one I did
4,
yesterday.
yeah.
So let's try it with this one. I'll spend like another minute on this and see how far we get. This is the one I hand did yesterday. I didn't use no.
Oh, man. It's like bad luck.
Okay. I
Thing to
bad
know,
luck
don't
today.
let Himi do your thing.
Yeah, don't
Yeah.
let me enchant your stuff. This is the reason why I don't enchant any of my gear. Oh no, I do enchant my gear, but I reluctantly enchant my gear because of
It's a
stuff
very
going through.
scary thing.
It can be. But anyways, like with Aether Core, thanks. Essence Core, I don't know why I'm saying thanks, it's not even your fault, Mike. Essence Core, you can craft it through Aether Forging. So I already have 3 +10s on me. Now this is only available to Arcdeva, so you open one slot at 66, your second slot at 68, and your third slot at 70. So if I add all 3, you can see that it opens all of these beautiful essence points for me to spend.
51 total. If you have 3 +10s.
Yes.
17 each.
Yes, thank you. I didn't want to do the math on stream.
It's okay.
I'm not so good with the maths, but I appreciate that.
It's okay, I got your back.
Thank you. See, we got a great working relationship, guys. So when you allocate your essence points, with Essence Core, it is completely tradable. So you can enchant it, craft it, trade it, however you feel like. It doesn't ever become untradeable unless you get an untradeable Essence Core. But those are event items, of course. But when you craft it, it is the tradable version. So once you allocate your essence points, even with all the extra you get from the Essence Core, if you want to remove your Essence Core from your window, you have to reset your essence points in order to take them out, to make them tradable.
Yep.
So I can lock them right now if you give me 1 second. I'm just gonna randomly increase my stuff because this is important to me. I don't know, oh man, really? I maxed that out already?
Keep going.
I can't spend
Go
anymore.
another one. Increase power.
Okay. I'm just randomly increasing my stuff, guys. Just to spend my points. Perfect. So apply.
Don't get to hit of.
Oh yeah. Well, no. If you close the window, it's all allocated. You just have to hit apply before
Right.
it takes effect. I have learned that the hard way a few times. So you can't take it out.
Yeah, it says you gotta take away 17 points in order.
Right. So just reset everything, and then you can take your Essence Core out to trade however you feel like trading it. And that's Essence Core. Easy peasy. Kind of. kind of easy peasy. Do you want to talk about the Archerian Bestiary, Mike?
Yeah, so this is a brand new feature. It's actually pretty cool.
I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah. Mine is conspicuously
It's
empty.
for all those.
Oh,
it's
yours
for all
is
those collectible people.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah,
So this is very different. I mean, not very different. It's different.
If you enjoy collecting stuff, you're probably going to enjoy or be, joyfully frustrated by this because you got to kill a lot of monsters. So it's a brand new feature. And what you're going to do is you're going to be killing monsters in Illuma and Norsefold.
Right.
And you can see there's a normal tab and a rare tab. The rare tab is mostly like the named or kind of boss type monsters. Right. And you won't actually be able to see their location here, so you got to go explore for them. And then normal, it'll pull up the map if you click on it. And you get both sides. So you can get the Illuma one or the Norsefold, and I'm pretty sure you can also see the Illuma. Does it bring it up? Yeah,
maybe when you rift into. Yeah, when you rift into Illuma, it'll probably pop up there. But of course, with the more rare ones, you wouldn't be able to see it. You're gonna run around the map and hopefully not run into like a giant wave of Elios or Asmo.
Right, and you're gonna want to kill lots of monsters, and you'll see a bar begin to fill up. I believe Linda has some progress on a few of these monsters that she can show you.
Very lightly.
Yeah, so she's at stage 1, 16 out of 50, and when you fill up that bar, you can click the claim reward button, and it's going to give you a pile of experience on top of whatever you got from killing those monsters. So it's a way to gain experience quicker, and you can also save these as well. If you get all the way, like let's say you kill 500 arachnas, you're going to be, you have stacked up maybe 2 or 3 stages at least of those rewards, so you can claim them all at once if you want to.
Right.
So it's really useful if you're later in levels for getting kind of a burst of experience. Unfortunately, it doesn't track any progress from before the update, so all of these are going to be zeroed out starting next Wednesday.
Right.
But it should help quite a bit. And it's character bound too, so your different alts and stuff like that will come up with a free, all the rewards are unclaimed book that you can then help level them with.
Right. There's a lot of quests that I know, I've been running myself in Norsevold, where you just get out there and level and get some EXP. So you'll be already collecting some of these monsters that you can already see. This Trico.
And the experience is affected by boosts.
Ooh, well then. That's good to know.
Yep.
Good to know, sir. Very simple, very straightforward. It's basically a monster collection book. And it's different. It adds
kind
a
of
little mini achievements.
Oh, here we go.
Comfortable element, a new element to the game.
So I can see all the Illuma ones. And it says very conspicuously Alicia and Asmodee. I think that might mean they'll add other monsters in the future, but for now it's just for those 2 zones.
I hope so. We'll definitely encourage them to do so. I think it's a neat little... Oh, there you go. There's the pop-up.
Yep.
Neat little thing. Different little thing, that's for sure. Cool. Very good stuff, Mike.
How about custom skill chains?
Oh, custom skill chains. This is an exciting one. Am I at the dummies? Oh, I'm already at the dummies. Perfect.
Yeah, she really likes this.
Well, I tried really hard. Well, I did my best. There you go. I'm going to try hard. I did my best. With custom skill chains, which I'm going to go ahead and pull up the window here, the skill window, the the K keybind. And you can hit the custom skill use tab, which I think is going to be renamed as well.
Yeah, it's already in there. Just for the next localization build.
Beautiful, beautiful. It'll be mostly perfect. I mean, there's always going to be a couple little things here and there. They make their ways into the build, but nothing game breaking. So we have that.
Thank you, localization team.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you guys.
We appreciate all your work.
Doing all of the work that needs to get done to get this update out at a reasonable time. So anyway, sorry. Skill chains. So this is kind of neat. So with this tab, it gives you a list of skills that you can choose from to basically build a custom skill chain. I see it as building a skill rotation. Instead of mashing your different keys, Alt-1, Control-1, Control-Z, and all those different key bindings that we all have in our keyboard, literally you just put a bunch of skills that you typically, like what you would typically do in a rotation, into the custom skill chain. So I have one set currently. I put it on my skill 2. It's nothing fancy. And you can see that all the chain skills will go off. So I'm just gonna give 2 a good old mash. As you can see, I set that up. See the chains go off. So now I'm doing Song of Ice, Fire, and then I have another skill after that. Right strike, smash. And it all goes off without having to move your hands in weird ambidextrous ways.
So a question in chat is, can you use the attack action as a skill in a chain?
Well,
check that right now,
I keep
actually.
pressing the wrong key. It all depends. Everything, what you can use is everything that's listed
You cannot.
in the custom skill window. These are all the skills you can macro.
Yeah, we can
into
show
the
my
custom skill.
screen, and I'm trying to drag and drop it here, but it's not going.
But if it's not listed, it's probably not going to let you put it in there.
Yeah, it'll be just these guys.
It will require some finessing because some chains may not work the way you want it to, so you will need to move it around. I had to play around with it a little bit just to make sure all the skills were going off, the chains of those skills would also go on, especially to Song Weave because like literally every single skill you have is a chain skill.
Yeah.
But you'd be a little bit different from like, your class may vary.
Yeah. You are able to put conditions like I'm doing right now, knocked back or parry, like those conditional effects. It will take up a slot on the custom chain, so you're basically going to be limited to 3 actual attack skills. But that's to help along with, and I believe those also will automatically fill in if you try to put in a skill that requires a previous condition.
Right. Really, really good stuff. It's really neat, and it's really handy for classes that feel like they have cover their entire screens. Sorcerers, spirit masters, clerics, especially, where you just kind of how do you even see the game? All you have is the skill bars open.
Yeah.
This is very nice. And like I said, it will require some finessing depending on your class, and you will figure out what works and what doesn't. I think there's a bunch of ways you can set this up, however works for you. Good times.
Yep.
So another little thing that we're getting, okay, it's not a little thing, it's kind of a big thing, the Empyrean bracelets.
Yep.
Very similar to plumes. We now have a PvP defense accessory.
Yes, we do.
And Mike's going to show you that on his screen with, where's your +10, man?
They're right here.
Okay, cool.
So, the Empyrean bracelet is a little bit different from the plume in that it's got an upper limit of 10. You can't go past 10, which I think is kind of a thankful thing because of, giving people just unlimited PvP,
defense
stats would be pretty crazy. And it starts off at 0.3, and there's a lot of little things here. So first of all, you know what? I think I'm going to have to strip down for this because it's difficult to see.
That's right. Let me just sit back and relax here while you do that.
Really? He just wants to take off his
clothes,
he just
show off those Asmo abs.
All right. So
it's great being a diva.
Gloves too. All right. So we've got this this +0 bracelet here, and it's just adding some PvP defense. And as I start tempering it, a couple things are going to happen. First of all, I'm going to gain more PvP defense, of course. And the appearance is going to change like a plume at +5 and +10. So I can pop on the +5, and that's what it looks like after +5. It gets a little effect, that sparkly effect. You can kind of see it trailing me as I run around.
Run around half naked, yep.
Yep. Now, another thing that it also gets a Mana Stone slot.
Ooh.
And the Mana Stone slots occur at +5, +7, and +10, I believe. Or it might be +8 in between. So you
get 3 of them.
Yeah, you can get up to 3 Mana Stone slots on this. So here's the +10. It's the nicest version with the nice wing effect on it. And it has a different particle effect when you run around. You can see it's actually got a glow that streaks behind my character.
Aren't you cool?
Yep, super cool. And it has 3. And also after +5, once you start hitting +6 and beyond, you're going to get a little bit of PvP attack as well.
Right.
So my final form here has, again,
those references. Oy.
It's got 2% attack, 6% defense, and 3 Mana Stone slots.
That's really nice. And it's only 1 bracelet, so you don't have to worry about, getting a magic attack 1 at some point. It's just 1 to gives you all the bonuses and stats.
Some people are wondering if they can hide the bracelet.
Yeah.
Kind of like how you can hide a head slot.
Right there.
Little check mark.
Little check mark right next to it. It's actually a little difficult to mouse over the icon itself because it's so small. You'll notice that we bumped the plume one over to this side in order to make room for it. And this window is going to get probably more and more crowded as time goes on.
Just like the P tab.
What, you don't want another tab added to that?
We need more tabs. Needs more tabs.
I want a larger preview, actually.
Yeah.
I want to be able to see what my character looks like.
Half naked?
Right
Yeah, that sounds good. Oh. Yeah, I had some trouble myself trying to take it on and off. But yeah, the little check mark
Also,
box.
if you scale your UI up, it does get bigger, too.
Yes, that is true.
Mike has your UI is tiny. I like my big UIs. I'm blind or something. That's the reason why I'm not wearing my glasses, so I can't see you guys. I'm just
enjoy
kidding.
looking at myself.
My bad. Yeah, so that's bracelets. We will have. Oh, you friend man. Excuse me.
What?
Bracelets. When you temper them, they don't break. If
You're right.
you fail,
It goes down to 0.
then it goes down to 0.
Yep.
And they require tempering solutions.
Yeah, be careful socketing any mana stones in there. You'll want to have them taken out before you try tempering again, because if you fail, mana stones that are currently socketed, because those sockets are going away, they'll be destroyed with the sockets. So make sure you take precautions against that.
And the item
Some
is,
people are wanting to see the tempering, but I know you guys got it.
Do I have any in my... I don't have any in my...
I got
inventory
kind of
just-
lucky. I got mine. I don't have one on me at the moment. I managed to get it to +5 before it went boom. But again, your RNG may vary. That's a very accurate fact with Aion, that's for sure.
Yeah.
And with bracelets, we will be running the Tempered Power event that you may have read on our Enchant-O-Rama announcement. Tempered Power, we will be offering rewards to players who temper their bracelet up to a certain amount or a certain level, and we'll be also offering rewards to players who temper their golden plumes.
Yes, the pure plumes.
Yeah. Why did I say golden? Oh.
Because they're gold.
They're gold. They're pure plumes. Pure golden plumes. There we go. Awesome. So this neat little thing that we're also showing you today is the passport update.
Yep.
Now, the current Atrean passport, it's by month, and there's always a scramble to make sure you hit all your days so you get the final reward at the end.
No vacations.
No vacations, especially in the month of February, which has just passed. Very unforgiving. Well, that is no longer the case with the Atrean passport. It is now based on whenever you log in, at your convenience.
That's also in the next localization build, by the way. We're getting that fixed.
Oh, yeah.
It's
So it's a
stamped
little
right now.
Just I can't cover my screen to have you not
I'm
see
just
the
hanging
thing.
lampshades because this one's big and obvious.
I'm just gonna put my mouse over there. You can't see it. The Atrean passport. So you can just claim your rewards as you log in, without having to worry like, oh my gosh, did I miss a day? Do I need? Oh my God, you're in bed laying there at 3 a.m. and next thing you know, oh crap, I didn't log in. No worries, you miss it, no big deal, because all the rewards
fears
will
that
be-
Linda has in the middle of the night.
Oh man, they're great. They're great. I've had some Aion stress dreams, man. Whew. They keep you up at night, that's for sure.
Haven't we all?
Yeah, haven't we all? So yeah, you collect these rewards at your own rate. You can see my little anniversary gift box that I didn't collect yesterday, but it's okay. When you can collect it, it'll have a little button at the bottom that tells you to you can grab
but
it.
it was February 28th.
Yeah, that's why it's so funny. It's okay.
And I told you to wait for the stream. This is my fault.
I know. I woke up like, wait, my stamp box. I'm telling you, these Aion things, they just haunt you.
Stress streams about the QA client. Wow.
Sometimes. So you can it's probably maybe if I woke up, or you have those shower epiphany thoughts. You're just like washing your hair. You're like, oh, I forgot to do this thing, or remind myself. It's like your really only quiet moments when you're taking a shower. Anyways, you
We
can
learned
just
a
hit
lot
take.
about Linda today.
I know, we're learning all about myself. I'm sorry, guys. We're trying to learn about Aion, and I'm telling you all about myself. And it goes right into your inventory. The rewards haven't changed, so you don't have to worry about things like stacking weird. And all your previous rewards, if you didn't claim them from the previous passport, which will be updating next week on Wednesday, they'll be sent to your mailbox. But if you don't want to overcrowd your mailbox, just go ahead and pull them out, stick them in your warehouse, all good there, and open it at your earliest convenience. Nice and easy passport update. I'm excited for this because, yeah, no scrambles, man, no scrambles.
Yep.
Good stuff. So, I showed it off a little bit earlier, but do we want to talk about these wings? Let me get into the nice sunlight here. So these wings that I have.
I'm coming over.
You're coming over?
Yeah, for a cup
There we
of
go.
tea.
Look at that. These are our player designed wings. If you remember from our Wings of Atreya contest, Leave Your Legacy Wings of Atreya contest. So we picked 3 winners, and this is one of the wings. This is the Splendid Noble wing set. Oh yes, sorry. I thought Mike wanted to be in the shot, so that's why I kind of
Oh, I can fix it. Yeah.
There we go. Splendid Noble Wing set. Oh, snaps. Splendid Noble Wing set from Sova. Very nice design. I really like it. It's perfect for the Prime Archon gear set. It's so snappy. Well, why don't you put on your other wings?
Yeah. So I have the Soaring Sakura wings from Lark's on Seal, and this is
These
honestly
are my favorite. They're
yeah,
so
this
pretty.
is probably, I mean, personally, it's my favorite. These are absolutely gorgeous. And when I saw the artwork come in for them, I'm like, I have to have these.
We didn't rig it. Well,
no. It was a fair vote, but
it was a fair
the
vote.
team agreed. This was a very strong entry.
The only thing I'd like is if we could alter the color. That'd be sick.
Yeah,
one day we'll have wing dyes.
Yeah.
hopefully.
Someday. I'll
Maybe.
dream
One
about
day,
it.
I hope.
someday, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, it's really nice. Really good design. You know, when we voted on this, we went through all of the wings. We're like, ooh, we like these, and these. Of course, everybody had differing opinions, and we just tallied it up by who liked which pair of wings got the most vote.
Lastly, I have
Oh yeah, one more.
our third set, which are the Boundless Sorrow wings from Hyungjun. These
are
ones
nice.
are really cool too, very Asmodean.
Very Asmodean. So now all Elios can be Asmodean. Just saying. I'm not biased or anything. That's really funny because we both played Asmo. So if only we had Sean here.
Yeah, and we had a lot of other really great entries for this contest.
We did.
Actually, it was a fight over the last, overall 3 spots, because there were so many really talented artists.
We have very talented artists
Yeah.
in community.
And,
I'm proud of every single one of them.
The Korean dev team loved them too, because we had to also work with them because they wanted to, it's within the realm of what is possible for the
Right.
game, and they just had nothing but praise. It was really good.
Yeah, they did when they came to visit us and they had a deck for us to go through. One of the first things they put on there were these wings. Like, we did your wings. They turned out great. I was like, they did turn out pretty good. We didn't have the client yet. All we were looking at was pictures, but they were very proud of being able to animate the designs, and that's always exciting. So available. So availability hasn't been determined yet, but the winners, of course, we get a few free pairs of wings for them to use, give away however they see fit for a little exclusive period. So if you're BFFs with them, if you're not BFFs with them, get in on it now. Hey, Larks, you want to hook me up? I mean, just saying. Well, these are nice wing designs. And speaking of costumes, wings, and maybe even skins, I know we have a couple of changes to the Luna shop as well.
Yeah, so there are some changes coming to the Luna shop. The first one is, we're revamping some more of the rewards from Munirnurk's Treasure Chamber. Maybe about a month ago or so, we changed out some of the lower and mid-tier prizes. And in the 5.3 update, we're going to be introducing a lot of the high-tier prizes. So the current weapon boxes that are there are going to be going away. We'll be bringing in new weapon boxes with 5.3 gear. And we're actually really excited because the value of this chest, it's a pretty valuable chest.
Yeah, its value is increasing with the new gear and some new other new stuff that's being added into it.
Yep. And another major change is to the wardrobe, to the pricing in the wardrobe. So, for those of you who enjoy collecting costumes, you may have noticed that the more you apply the same piece of gear, the price eventually goes up. And we're getting rid of that. We're making it so that it's going to be the same flat price no matter how many times you apply the same piece of gear. And also, you may have noticed that a torso piece of gear is different from a hat in terms of how much Luna it costs. And we're also getting rid of that. We're just flattening the price all around.
Cool. That's a good little change, and it really encourages, if you haven't been using the system, definitely makes it a lot easier, a little less frustrating.
Yeah.
I know I have one skin on my character because I'm not a skin collector.
And our goal is really to make it less punishing, because if you're, there was one actual other change.
Oh.
If you have a piece of gear right now and you override it with another piece of gear, we're getting rid of the additional Luna cost on top of that because you're already losing the old piece of gear. There's no reason for us to actually take Luna away from you as well for that.
Right.
So,
that's good.
so we want to make it easier for players to use, a little less punishing, and hopefully encourage the use of this system because it is a really cool system.
Yeah, and the more you use it, and hopefully we can get more slots because I know some of you guys have more than 8 skins.
Yes.
Just saying.
I do. I have a lot more.
Yeah, people
hanging
be
out.
collecting them skins.
Speaking of skins, I know we have some cool skins coming in this fantastic update, dropping on March 8th, by the way.
Yeah. So I want to just show off a couple of the new skins. First of all, we're getting a 3rd set of dragon weapons. Now, I'm on a GM character, of course. Oh, hi, Cyan.
Thanks, dude. Somebody wanted to show
Congratulations.
up.
Okay, he's got a new costume on himself.
Oh, look at that.
The bee costume.
Zoom in on him. Zoom in on him.
Yeah. All right, you asked for it.
I did ask for it. I'm
There's
sorry.
this
I'm sorry,
brand
guys.
new- I forget what it's actually called. Slow movement. I can't move any slower than this. I'll tap a little bit.
Like go in and stop.
Gosh, I have nothing to say. Nothing to say about that costume.
Oops.
I can just say skin.
Yeah, it's a costume skin. It shows skin as well.
So I wanted
man.
to show off this brand
thigh
new
highs.
Thunder Dragon. This is a great sword, so I'm on a GM character, so I can equip just about anything. Can't use it very well.
Go ahead and hit F12, Mike, just to see
Yeah.
that thing in its full glory.
So this is a really cool one. They did excellent detail work on right around here on the dragon motif on it.
I need it.
Maggie needs it. She needs it. We all need it. And this is only available in the lockbox,
Yeah,
right?
we're updating lockbox prizes, and this is one of them. So here's the bastion for it as
Ooh,
well.
Everybody's going to be an Aether Tech now. I'm going to go make an Aether Tech.
Too late, I already am.
I know, but I can still make one.
No.
Like, no. I'm the office Aether Tech.
All right.
That's badass.
Yeah, and a couple of other costumes that we have that are really cool. This one's super awesome. Actually, let me remove the Cypher Blade because,
It's distracting.
yeah, it's a little distracting. So this blue spirit is part of it. And here's the headpiece. Oh, come on.
Oh, here comes
Right
the horde of humans.
Yeah. Oh, and he looked at me too.
That's what I love about the NPCs. They always got some motion of like, who's that guy?
So,
I like that.
yeah.
That's
The
some.
mask is a little, I mean, compared with the jacket's
I just want
really
this
cool.
jacket IRL. Like we need to make these.
They are pretty.
If there are any merchandising people on the stream,
Yeah,
Give me
send
this
us a
jacket.
sample or something, guys. And by the way,
it's got a cool image on the shirt that I just noticed.
I love the way the male character slouches. It's just like,
He's got this very like model-ish
yeah.
look.
Here's the Rose Duelist garb. The sword is just for show, unfortunately. It looks interesting if
Elsa,
he's got.
is
if
that
he's-
you?
Gosh, it's say rose. When you say rose, you always think of pink or red. No, it's just baby blue. Baby
So-
blue.
I actually like the look of this one on Ilios. On Asmodean, since they have the darker skin, not as much.
I'm not gonna say anything about it. Just
well,
gonna
no,
lean
I
in
mean,
and glare at you.
It's wow. It's simply
guys.
speaking about aesthetics. I can make a very pale Asmodean, and it'll be fine.
It'll be fine. That one's badass.
Yeah, this one's really cool.
I like it.
Me too.
I like this one with the wings.
Oh yeah.
the-
You have them already, yeah. It's a good combination. Yeah. Giving away some free fashion
Like,
advice
isn't
here.
that badass? Like
That
that's
is-
so
It is
good.
super badass.
It's perfect. It's a moment of silence.
And that's actually all I got for now on the stream. There are a lot more costumes coming in 5.3, and a lot of them are really cool, just like this.
Yes,
And
yes.
there's also the bee costume that Cyan had just a while ago. There he is. Yeah.
Look at that.
He's RP walking.
Oh gosh. He's gonna see himself on stream in a couple of seconds. Look at that, just strutting.
All right.
Anyways.
So I think we also have some Prestige Pack stuff going on.
Prestige Pack. We've updated the Prestige Pack. Woo! Fundamentally, it really hasn't changed. We're still using the Prestige vending machine. The style is still very similar on like the original, 2 versions of Prestige Pack. We've updated the Prestige case. The Prestige case now will include spinel metals and fragmented spinel, I think. I'm not sure if I remember putting that in there. It'll have spinel metals in there, that's for sure. And we've also added Omega enchantment stones and tempering solutions. So you have a chance to get those items when you click on your Prestige case every single day. Available every single day. What are you doing? Oh, sorry. So I'm going to go ahead and go to the Prestige vending machine. We have updated the vending machine, meaning that we have a lot of new items. We put a lot more consumables in here. It no longer has an exclusive skin, mostly because you can literally craft almost everything in the Luna shop. So if you want to buy anything that is like a permanent mount, is the raincoat skin, buy them now, because come Wednesday, the Prestige vending machine will change over to the new rewards. So we've added a lot of consumables to the vending machine. So now you can get like the Lunar material chest just by spending your Prestige coins. Like, I know some players have a bunch of Prestige coins they haven't spent. There's nothing too worthwhile spending. We put a lot more consumables, so it keeps your Prestige coin going. You don't feel like you have to wait for something, because we have some pretty good stuff on here. Especially we add the lockbox key pouch, where you're gonna have a chance to get that new dragon weapon.
Yep.
We've also added the dazzling Davonian armor box. Does it give you the weapon? It doesn't give you the weapon. No, it's just the armor box.
It gives you the armor.
Yeah.
And that's so that you can level alts more easily.
Yeah, you can buy it and you can move into your alts, because once you open it, all those items are account bound or character bound, soul bound. We've also added a Mana Stone bundle. The Mana Stone you get out of it is a random Mana Stone, but you will, you can trade them, sell them. They're all valuable, and you will need them in Aether Forging to create the bigger.
Yeah. You
Better.
can improve them through
Yeah,
Aether
they improve them through Aether Forging. Not the bigger. The Mana Stones get bigger, they get better. That was my bad. We've also added the level reduction stone and the skill boost reassignment scroll in the Luna. Not the Luna shop.
No.
The vending machine as well.
They're already in the Luna shop,
They are already
technically,
in,
but they're not
technically.
tradable in the Luna shop.
Right.
These ones are the tradable
These
ones.
are completely tradable. Buy them for friends, buy them for yourself, sell them on the broker, whatever, however you want to do it, because these are all, most of the items are tradable. On the special consumable, we've added candies, all sorts of candies, from your Panda candies, your Fennec Fox candy. We've also added the Prudent Aion Steel transformation candy at all. We've never sold it before. We've never put it in events. We've always
put it in one event, I think.
Did
but
we?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Might
Okay,
have been.
maybe we've been in one event. Come, walk into my scene, Mike. Mike has already transformed
They're
with his
cool.
candy. I'm gonna go ahead and get myself one really quickly, and you can see it looks. I think I might have one in my inventory. No, I think I deleted mine. Give me 1 second. Each box gives you 3 candies, of course. I'm gonna go and transform. Look at that. Look at that. It looks great on a. Whoops. Damn, this keyboard is just woof. She just like zoomed off. Looks really nice on the ladies. Very form-fitting. So your Aion man candy. So here's its stats.
Still dances.
Oh, well, let me move that out of the way. There we go. Perfect. Here are the stats. Maximum MP, speed, PvP magic attack by 330 to 23% and 0.1% for 1 hour.
Yeah. So it's a very nominal increase to PvP attack. These are, or should be, tradable. Yes, they are tradable.
Buy them for your family and friends. What else do we have? Oh yeah, we have EXP chimes for Arc Devas and regular Devas. We also added a few Code Red consumables, because why not?
Yep.
Why not? Gives you reason to spend your prestige coin. And they're exactly the same as your regular running scrolls, The only thing that's different is it gives you, it's like 1 hour.
Yeah, they're the 30-minute versions.
Yeah. Are they these are
Yeah.
These are 30-minute versions. So still good. You don't have anything to spend your coin on. We got everything in here. And we also have a 7-day administrator's boon pass for those who don't like soul sickness. Because who doesn't like soul sickness, right? Am I right?
I don't like soul sickness.
I'm joking. Nobody likes soul sickness. Nobody likes soul sickness. So this is the updated Prestige vending machine. Like I mentioned earlier, make sure if you want to buy the raincoat or the unicorn mount because you haven't been able to craft it in the Luna shop, buy it off the store. Buy it off the vending machine now before Wednesday, so you don't miss out on it. I think that's kind of wraps up what we're doing here today and what's going on Aion 5.3. And
we had one more question that was relevant to
right.
Okay.
This is from Red Heine, and I don't know. I'm sorry, saying your name wrong. Oh, just forget it. They want to know, can you tell me if only Gov/Commanders can lead UA sieges and get the skills, or is it whoever gets Coalition lead gets the skills?
Whoever gets Coalition lead gets the skills. It is determined a bit by rank. As for the actual mechanic for who is decided, I'm not sure if it's purely based off of rank or what. Within the Coalition itself, there's a bunch of different alliances. Some skills may also be available for the leaders of those alliances. The skills do rank up based on your rank. So
Right.
A 1-star officer and a general are going to have very different levels of skills. They'll have the same skills, like they'll function similarly, but the general skills are going to be more powerful. They'll heal more, they'll increase your speed more, that kind of
Then
thing.
the next question to follow up that
Yeah.
is, can you pass the lead on to somebody else?
That's a really good question. I'll have to ask QA if they tested for that. I'm not aware at this point. I would like to personally because I'm a terrible leader.
I think you're a fine leader, Mike.
Not in game.
Well, that's different. That's different. That's different.
Like I hope that I never get that.
And an opportunity, I hope it does. But if it doesn't, we can always make the request to change it.
Yeah, we'll talk to QA, and if that's not the case, then we can talk to the dev team and see what's possible.
We definitely want to make sure these. Sorry, guys, I'm just sighing. I'm looking at sighing, dancing on my screen. We definitely want to make the game accessible to all of our players. So if there's any little tweaks and functionalities, granted they'll go out a certain way because that's how it was originally designed, but we can always make the suggestion to change it up if allowed. Cool. Well, that kind of summarized the Aion 5.3 update that is coming next week on March 8th. Woohoo! I'm excited. We'll be having a few more previews coming up on our website too, just to give a little more information on what we already discussed here. The video of this live stream will be available on YouTube for a little later viewing with a couple of edits here and there. But you can always find us on Facebook, Twitter, Twitch. Make sure to follow us, love us, shower us with love, shower us with your thoughts and whatnot. Thanks again, guys, and we'll talk soon.
Thank you.
Bye.